Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Cindy Donaldson Show. This is season 1, episode 4. And for those of you viewing on YouTube, you can tell I am not in Tilly the RV today. It is flipping hot here in New York, and you can see Tilly in the background, but I am actually in a house and the lighting's not great. But we're just going to go with the flow because that's what I'm all about. And for those of you that don't know me, I'm Cindy Donaldson, and I am a certified high performance coach, lover of everything possible, bucket list junkie, and I'm here to help you not only create, but live your life by design. So today I want to talk a little bit about resilience because life here in the Cindy Donaldson world has been freaking nutso over the past couple weeks. If you are on my email list, then you kind of know a little bit of this story. And if not, hashtag sad Cindy, get on the list. You can go to cindy-donaldson.com. There's a million sign-up sheets. Just go there and do that. I send it out every Monday and Thursday. And I just fill your inbox full of really cool shit. So anyway, my son and I own a rental property. And this is kind of like a long story, but it's a multi-family home that Dave actually bought. My partner Dave bought years ago, and I actually lived in it for a while we were doing the rehab and before we bought our first home together. And my son wanted to get into the real estate business, so we sold him the house. Turns out he didn't really like real estate at all. It wasn't for him, which is cool. Like, this is how we learn, right? We try new things and everything. And he has got a heart of gold. Anyway, there was a family, they had some children, they were homeless. We let them move in, and it was okay for a while. They were paying their rent until they didn't. And these people turned out to be a nightmare. Um, and for good reason. There are landlord tenant laws in most states, but in Connecticut, they're really strict. And so it's hard to evict people, especially in the winter, especially if there's children involved, again, for good reason. And there was also, on the other level, there was a disabled person. So long story short, we finally got them evicted after a year of not paying us rent. So you can imagine the amount of money. This is 2 floors. And I finally got them out, and we had to go in there yesterday. So it is July 5th as of this recording. So yesterday was the 4th of July here in the States, and it was like a freaking war zone. Like, we had hazmat suits on, and it was just an exhausting day. But people keep saying, like, how do you do it, Cindy? How do you do all of this shit? And like, you're running companies, you're rehabbing houses. I'm actually in my father-in-law's house right now. He passed away in March, and we're getting ready to sell it. Hence the reason there's nothing on the wall. It's kind of bland in here, and we sold it. So I'm cleaning stuff up. But I mean, the answer to the question is, it's not simple. One, I'm focused on the end game. Like, we're going to sell this house. It's going to be amazing. The new owners are going to love it. Bring it back to its glory. We went in there with hazmat suits on and bagged everything up. Dave is actually on his way down there now because we're getting a 30-yard dumpster delivered. And we're just going to throw all this stuff away. Anything that can be salvaged that's good, which isn't a lot. It was kind of like a hoarder situation, but worse. They had dogs in there that they weren't supposed to have, and they never let the dogs go outside. I'll leave it at that. You can just imagine the shit show, literally. And so the dumpster, and then we're going to go in and clean, and we're going to get it on the market. I actually have people who are interested, and we may not even need to involve a realtor. Win-win. I'm focused on the sunshine, right? But not everybody can do that. And so I kind of want to dive into how my brain works. I mean, if you listened to my previous podcast about ADHD, you kind of know I'm all over the place, wild and woolly in my brain. But the good news is I'm able to shift very quickly. And it's not that simple, because a lot of it has to do with mindset. Like, I could let this shit overtake me and be like, oh my God, I have to spend my 4th of July cleaning out shit, literally, out of this house. But I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do that because it would have ruined my day. Instead, I was able to contact my sister who runs the local soup kitchen. She found 3 people who were down on their luck and needed some money. And so I was able to pay them 20 bucks an hour to come and help me. I fed them lunch while my daughter brought pizza. I got donuts for them in the morning, gave them a ride home. I was able to serve somebody else. And they were so grateful to make 60 bucks. And I'm bringing them back on Friday when we're going to go empty all this shit into the dumpster. So there's that. And I'm very intentional about that. I'm very intentional about my words. You again, if you have followed me for any length of time, you know that this is something that I freaking preach till I'm purple in the face, more purple than my little red eyeglasses here. So it is so important. So yesterday I was like, you know what? I'm excited. I'm going to go get sprinkly donuts with red, white, and blue sprinkles on them, and I'm going to get cool looking hazmat suits, and we're going to have fun. And the this one girl who helped us out, she's just moving into her own apartment after being on down on some luck, and she found some treasures. Some of it she's going to keep, some of it she's going to sell online. I found all of these, kids' toys in there that just needed to get cleaned up. And I put them on the side of the road, and people were so grateful to take them. There's always sunshine in the dark days if you look for it. You look for it. I talk a lot about the lucky girl syndrome and reticular activating system. And did I say syndrome or system? Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Like, what you feed your brain matters. And that's why yesterday was I exhausted because it was flipping hot and we were wearing masks and all this crazy shit. But I came home, took a shower, grateful for my day, put my feet up, watched some TV, did a little bit of work, and here I am today. So anyway, there are shitty people in the world. There are. People, you will do everything right and something bad's going to happen. People will take advantage of you. People will stab you in the back. People will get the job that you deserve. People will get the guy or the gal that you want. Bad things happen. It's life. Sadly, it's life. And I am, I don't want you to think that I don't recognize the depression and anxiety and all that stuff that comes around with it, because guys, I experience that shit all the time. But I have spent years in therapy with coaches, with mentors, working on this. And I choose to be happy. And I know that some people can't do that. And if you can't, you need to go to therapy. Like, therapy is a godsend for when you really need it. And I've been there. So is medication if you need it. But oftentimes it is truly sitting back and asking yourself, how do I want this day to be? I'll never forget the first time I ever went to a psychiatrist. It was a really dark time in my life. I was again, if you know my story, I was in an abusive marriage. It was bad. And I was at a really dark space. Like, I couldn't get out of bed. And my two best friends did an intervention. And I went to one therapist, like the person just, and my friend who is a therapist, she's like, you need to be on meds. And in order to do that, you have to go to a psychiatrist. And I went to one, and they were just like, I didn't connect. And then I went to this other guy, and I wish I could remember his name, but this was so long ago. And when you're in some kind of a trauma situation, oftentimes you just don't remember details. But I remember this. He literally took my face in my hands and said, Cindy, here's the deal. I'm going to put you on some meds because you just need to be neutral right now. But I can tell you that this is 100% situational, and you have the power to change your life. You can wake up tomorrow and you can let this man control you forever, or you can wake up tomorrow and decide to take control of your life. He's like, the medicine will help you kind of neutralize the emotions, good or bad, and that may take a while. It really didn't for me. And it could have been the placebo effect, the fact that he was giving me the medicine and empowered me. I felt better in a couple days, but I'll never know. And this was like 30 years ago. And I'll never forget that because it really stuck with me. Not that I don't have shitty days, because I do. Not that there are days that I don't want to get out of bed. Again, that's part of my ADHD. I go, 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 and then I have a crash. And the more that I talk with other ADHD people, like, I know that's a thing. And sometimes people think I'm depressed and I'm not. I just need to be by myself and need to kind of process and think. But that was really, it was a game changer for me. Right around that time, I read the book Think and Grow Rich. Kind of the same theme, right? You can have anything in life that you want if you want it badly enough and you're willing to do the work. You have the power to react to a situation in any way you choose, right? And I'm not saying anything different that, other people who are personal development junkies haven't said before, but sometimes it helps to hear it over and over and over again. Because the first 50 times I heard it, I didn't believe that because I was in a really bad place. But something will click, hopefully, in your brain to let you know that you are super fucking capable. My hashtag SFC, you're super fucking capable and you can do hard things and you can get out of bad situations. And if somebody treats you badly, like these tenants did to us, okay, I can't go back and change it. Like if I knew that they were going to be shitty, I would have advised my son never to rent to them. But he felt bad for them. They were kids, they were homeless. He had 2 apartments. He let them in. It doesn't make him a bad person. Doesn't even make him a bad business person. They were shitty people. And I feel horrible for the dogs and the kids that are there. And I'm working on some stuff over there on that. But it's you can choose. We could just choose to let it crumble us, or we can be like, all right, let's go. Let's clean up this mess. Let's scrub it down, douche it out, and paint it and make it look pretty again. And somebody else will have a beautiful home because it is a really cool home. It was built in the late 1800s. So anyway, that's my advice today. I've got to meet. I'm kind of all dolled up, sort of, because I've got a meeting in a few with some clients. But anyway, have an awesome day. Remember, bad days don't have to take you out completely. You can shift. You've got this. I'm Cindy Donaldson. Tune in next time because I don't know, for some more fabulous insight into my crazy wild life. Have a great day. Bye.